Thank you, SAMCEDA, for having us. I'm here to share a little bit about our company, Inflection. Essentially, we're all familiar with this notion of big data. What we're focused on at Inflection is specifically around identity data and the emergence of all these different unique data points that are being created about our digital identities as well as our offline identities. So what we see as a company is that there's a growing problem in identity management. There's a tremendous number of businesses, organizations, governments, consumers, individuals who are accessing our information on a daily basis for a wide range of purposes. One of the biggest challenges around that access is first accuracy, ensuring that data integrity is maintained. There's also a big emergent problem around verification and how easy it is to fake data when we're operating in the digital domain. Compliance and updating our legal frameworks to manage this space is something that is very prescient right now. And privacy is, from a consumer perspective, something we're all increasingly aware of, that we want to make sure that the access to this data is being done in a responsible manner that's protective of our individual rights. On the access side, those are some of the big problems, but then there's also the control side of things, which is, now that my data is in this digital realm and my identity information is out there, how do I get control and regain a sense of empowerment around where my information is? So identity theft is the fastest growing crime as reported by the FTC in the United States. A tremendous number of people, probably in this audience, have been subjected to some sort of identity theft, sometimes unknowingly. The data breaches that we're familiar with, Anthem was mentioned, have continued to increase at an alarming pace. And there's a sense of lack of safety that businesses and organizations are being breached, and there's an unknown nature of where our information is going. Search engines are proliferating information out, and there's new work being done in the EU around this notion of right to be forgotten, which has stirred the pot a lot in terms of what is the responsible way in which companies like Google and consumers who want to control their results in search engines, what does that relationship look like, and how does that technology really fit? And then lastly, our reputations. We are witnessing the emergence of a sharing economy, a collaborative economy, where we're transacting with one another in offline manners as stewarded and brought about through software. And so the notion that our reputations are more portable and that we have control of how we're being perceived is a very important trend. So at Inflection, we've been in this space for a number of years, and essentially we've built a platform that powers a variety of point solutions to deal with the access and control of identity information. So we have a business called Good Hire, which is for employment screening and how organizations access identity data as it relates to screening employees. We have identity protection solution called Identity Smart to help consumers get alerted if there are threats to their identity data. We have a new product that we've been just now launching called Identity.com, which addresses some of the issues around the portability of reputation and verification, as well as a whole suite of other solutions, including APIs, people search and public records access, and family history data as well. So a bit about our company. We started, my brother and I kicked off the company in his dorm room back in 2006. We essentially have grown since then. We're backed by Matrix Partners and Costa Noa Venture Capital, great institutional investors and board members. And we sold our family history business actually in 2012 to Ancestry.com and had a nice exit of that piece of our business. And essentially we have 250 team members now across 4 global offices. And one thing I just want to point out is that, we really take pride in our culture as a company, and we think that any success we've had is really born from a terrific team that's been assembled, and that's in no small part due to our ability to recruit some of the top talent in Silicon Valley. And we've been here in Redwood Shores for 4 years in the offices, and we see it as a very strategic central location in terms of attracting people from the East Bay and from San Francisco all the way down to the southern parts of the peninsula. So that's been really successful for us, and I just want to recognize that in today's context. You can learn more about us at Inflection.com. So thank you. Thank you.